Hello everyone, this is Calisthenics. This is my first official YouTube video. Basically, I'm just going to be going over my workout routine, my warm-up, everything you need to know about how to kind of start. First of all, I like to start off by warming up my wrist, my arms, and also do band. And it's totally fine if you don't have one of these, but it really helps out during calisthenics. Doing a band warm-up, just to make sure you don't cause any injuries on your wrist or your back, anything, just to prevent any of those. So, yeah, let's get to it. First, I like to start off with around 20 to 25 push-ups, anything at your level. Basically, I've been in calisthenics for a few weeks now, and this is the most I could do right now. So it's totally preference. If you're a little bit above beginner or a little bit below beginner, you can do 5, 1, anything's good. And if you can't even do one, start with the progressions. All right, 20 push-ups. It's important to breathe throughout the motion and also correct form. Not many people know correct form on a push-up. You gotta get your elbows kind of facing outwards to get the proper motion and to work it out. And also there's different performance you can do to hit different parts like the chest, your biceps, anything really, and your shoulders. Basically what I do now is take a good minute break, 30 seconds, just to keep your muscles feeling fresh throughout the workout. A little later we're going. It's your chance to get your breath. Make sure your head isn't hurting your drink of water. Make sure you just to keep yourself fresh throughout the workout. And also, my next workout is pull-ups. And if you can't do a pull-up, it's alright. Everyone starts somewhere. I could already do a few pull-ups, but if you can't do pull-ups, start with negative pull-ups, going up from the bar down really slowly. Get a good foundation base to build the strength to do one pull-up. And also having one of these, a rhythm assist band. These can make a big difference in the way you perform in pull-ups. This is what I've been using every time my rep scale is sloppy and I have to get my strength back in there. Alright, let's go on with it. Pull-ups work out the back and shoulders and your trap area, and your traps. Depends on how you do it. It's gonna be a regular pull-up. Now that was 5 pull-ups. It's totally progression, how your strength is, and how well you can perform. And also you can work your way up to what I did, 5. Catch my breath. And pull-ups, if you can't even do one, even hanging from the bar is really good for your lats and area. When I hang, my lats are activated right here. So you're just working out, you're hanging on, and it also increases the grip strength that you have to increase your pull-up thrust when you get there. And obviously another minute to 30-second break. I'm sorry if I forgot to say this. This is calisthenics, no weightlifting. Like any squats, like with the bar and everything. This is all your body weight and having to perfect that all. And calisthenics is interesting because all you use is your body weight. Now, obviously, you can add weight sooner or later when things get easier, like a weighted vest or anything like that. Anything to make your muscles just, make the motion harder, working on different forms that are like more like expertise and that are harder for beginners. And obviously, you have to work your way up, perfect. The basics are always everything you're gonna have to use. The basics are the most important things that you can learn in calisthenics, like the push-up, the pull-up, the dips, which is gonna be our next exercise actually, so. I have these dip bars, and you don't have to have dip bars. Anything like chairs, anything can work. Really, if you have like a good foundation to work your chest, the triceps, everything, you're good with dip. You don't need dip bars. Basically, the dips, they react like the chest area and this tricep area. And it's a pretty hard motion to do, so even just hanging up like this, if you can't even do one, will be really beneficial to like mastering your first dip. All right, I'll show you how many reps I could do, and also the intensity of it, just to see like how hard it is and how it looks. I'll do 2 different angles, my front end and my side end. Or front and side, you know what I mean. So dip, you go, since I'm not really at the height for this, so I have to bend my legs back a little bit, like this. Basically, you just go down, stop yourself at like, when your thing hits a 90-degree angle or something, like that, 90 degrees, you go back up. So you work out your lower chest and your triceps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was the front end, and I'm gonna give you another POV from the side. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The cool thing about calisthenics is you learn cool tricks on the way through like your progression and how long you go for. Like I've already learned like a few tricks myself. I'll show you one when we get the 30-second to a minute break in. And it's really funny thing to do one dip. And like I said, you can just always just hang here from the bar. And even just like hanging from the bar, it like builds the necessary strength, just like the pull-up progression. Also another good, for the core, so the core is a really important part in calisthenics to do mostly everything, like to hold yourself up, balance. It comes along with like all the tricks that you're gonna have to learn and all the basics. So for the core, I just started out, I did planks. A good 1-minute plank will like help your core a lot. Just like hanging down the ground for a good like 1 minute. 1 minute's all you need for one of these. And you engage your glutes, your legs, everything. You just engage it all. Your core mostly. You have to just make sure that's engaged to like build it all up. Also another good core exercise that I've learned, and Not the hardest to learn actually as a beginner, and I recommend learning this as a beginner too. It's the L sit. It'll take some time, but just working up the progression to it. I'll show you how it looks fully. You're engaging your core, holding on your legs. You have to tighten that core up, and you keep your legs still, you know, right against you, like kind of like at a 90-degree angle, your whole body. And this takes time to learn. How I learned it is I would just hold myself up and just try to keep one leg out, just to build the necessary strength. And just do the same with the other leg until I belt it. And also doing it on the ground helps a lot. Just doing the progression on the ground will help a lot. And also if your arms aren't long enough, that's fine too. You can always get like some stands like these to increase your length so you can actually do it. And learning the L sit, basically what I learned is keep your leg up like this. Now try to hold yourself up. You're just like lifting yourself off the ground for like a second or two. You know, just keep working on that, and then add your legs in and then engage the core. Now on to our next workout. I'm just gonna explain a little bit. This will work out your chest. It's called the incline push-up. Basically, where your arms are more elevated from your legs and everything, where you're just focusing on this part right here, your chest. I'll show you how it looks. Bam. You're engaging your chest at all times. This is like just only targeting your chest really, just to get to like, you know, and it's really like the best chest workout really for like calisthenics. Incline. And then another push-up form is the decline push-up. That works out your lower chest area. The opposite from the incline, which will work out your full chest. Now basically, the decline push-up is how you expect it to be. Now, decline, so your body's obviously facing downwards. Now, obviously I have a lot of equipment that helps me with all this stuff, but obviously you can always go to like an outside like gym area with a pull-up bar, dip bars, everything. You can find something like in your local area. So right now this is my home gym. The decline push-up is nothing too special. This is the incline push-up where you're just facing downwards. Facing down, see, just bring your body down, which is ultimately harder, I feel like, for preference. It's harder to like keep your body, just keep going and engage your reps in, but just you know, going slow, increasing and this, making the intensity on the muscles even harder will build like really good strength. So I'll show you how my decline push-ups now. You always engage in your chest on this one. Also, it's good to take your breaths really during your reps. Breathe in on the way down, breathe out on the way when you're up. Like that. And also another really good core exercise is hanging from the bar and raising your knees up. And as you get more advanced, you can obviously increase it to a leg raise to increase your legs like an L sit, go back down, and even more advanced, you touch your toes up here to the bar. I'll show you all three of them. Sometimes I've been able to do them. The first one is your knee raises. You're hanging, raise your knees up. This will increase your core strength and everything, and also build to different progressions and skills later. The next one is the leg raise. Raise your legs up, engage your core, back down. Engage your core, back down. That is the second one. The third one's like pretty hard to learn. You gotta already know how to do the L sit pretty well and have a pretty well-developed core around. So it's doing different little progressions that are less difficult will help to the progression of the leg raise to the bar. I'll show you the last one. One, two, three. All the exercises engage your core, and it's probably one of the best things to do for your core, really. And really for ab workouts, I like to keep it simple and just engage your core, which also builds your abs pretty well. But obviously, I'll go into depth in that in like another video, how to just, build the abs, which I'm still working on. So I'm still a beginner. So all these skills are still pretty new to me. And I'm also still learning how to master them and, give it to like my max reps and stuff. And basically, this is my first video, so the quality might not be the best, but in the near future, we'll be having, better quality videos and way longer and more professional, just showing my workouts, what I do and what I'm doing to build strength and everything. It's like my calisthenics routine for a beginner. And so I hope you enjoyed, guys. It was pretty fun making this video. This is my first time doing something like this ever. So just leave a like if you learned at least one thing or something that you didn't know before. And thank you guys for watching. Bye.